What we doing there? Salute to my audience. You know the vibes. Closer and closer to Christmas. Hope you and your families are good. This segment a little different, man. And if you notice lately, I've been doing different things, and there's not really a method to why. I promise you. You know, like what I realized with the content space is that you'll see a lot of people or a lot of comments. People will refer to you just being controversial. All you do is you're just controversial. You're always controversial. You're in some kind of mix-up. That's what your thing is. That's what you're known for. And I never wanted to be known for that. I hope I'm not known for that, because it's a case of like, bro, this is the content space where we can talk about anything we want. However, I choose to stick with music, football, what's going on within the communities. You know what I'm trying to say? That's where I try and stay. The other day when I was talking about the war thing, because I'm shocked. I'm like, what? So things like that I will speak on, you know. You see me talk about autism, you know what I'm saying? Because that's in my heart. But this one, yeah, it's like, I want to talk about the Netflix beef with YouTube. But before I talk about it, it's like I want to talk on what I was just saying. And that's not my angle. That's not my agenda, just to like be back and forth with people. It happens. I understand, you know. You got to speak up and that. Can't speak up to everybody though. But I try, man. I'm just trying to speak on what I see, what I think is cool to talk about, what I think should be spoken about. Try to give praise where I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to ever disrespect anybody. Like, there's so many people from the music scene that I never got on with. Like, you know, my ego, the person I was, wouldn't allow me to. You know, I was very loyal to who's around me. Still am. But just saying, I don't do music no more, so I feel like I don't want to be like that in the content space. I want to give praise if I see it. You know what I'm saying? If I see something, I'll say, yo, Code, big up. I'm not looking for a response from the individual. I'm not looking for nothing from the individual, but I'm still going to say what I see. And if you deserve to be spoken of, then you deserve it. You know what I'm trying to say? That's it. I ain't trying to be biased like that. So that's just me saying that to you now. With regards to this Netflix thing, first and foremost, salute Charlemagne the God. Remember Charlemagne the God? We always used to know him. If you watch Breakfast Club, we would always know him for the guy that used to get bad up and that. All sorts of disrespect he would hold. What, Birdman? Who else do I remember? I remember so many people. Beanie Siegel, that is. What's his name from Onyx? You know what I'm talking about. I know Charlemagne the God for being the guy that would be called the Chatty Patty. That's what they used to call him, innit? Chatty Patty, and they would lean on him. Yeah? But bro, what we didn't know, or I didn't know, is that he was doing things in the background, like he started something called Black Effect Network. Obviously, in that content space and in that production space of radio and stuff, he was behind the scenes organizing and playing chess, getting things ready. He's got something with Kevin Hart, SBH Productions. He's a co-founder with Kevin Hart. Bro, he just signed in August, what was it? 200 million deal with iHeartMedia, bro. 5-year deal. 200 million. Put him in the Forbes. He's on the cover of Forbes and that now. 200 million, bro. Remember when, who was it? Remember when Dame Dash used to get on, Dame Dash, when he got onto him, acting like he's broke and that, and Dame's got way more paper than him. Money's long for him. Charlemagne can't chat to him. Boy, you see what happens when you just stay persistent. Dame can't have that conversation with him no more, buddy. It's over, buddy. He just signed 200 million. It's crazy. And who knows what else he's got. Like I said, he's got the production thing with Kevin Hart. He's got his Black Effect Network. He's got so many things going on that I was reading into that I was just like, you know what? Their man are overseas and that. So let me know. I don't really need to research him like that. I just need, what stands out to me. And that's what stood out to me. He's in the same league as Joe Rogan and that, they're saying. And we all know Joe Rogan in the podcast space and content space is crazy. He signed like a $250 million deal. Joe Rogan did. Look at what they're saying about Joe Budden now. They're trying to talk about Joe Budden. Was it 80 million? The money in the content space is crazy right now. Crazy right now. Yeah, and which leads me into the Netflix situation. Netflix, they're talking about, yeah, we want to rival YouTube because everything's YouTube. Everything's YouTube. But Netflix, why do you think you're seeing boxing fights put on Netflix? Netflix have gone and done deals with The Breakfast Club, Joe and Jada, certain podcasters, bring them to Netflix, deals with Netflix. Why? Because they want people to be streaming on Netflix like they do on YouTube. Competition. Netflix is saying, yeah, we got all sorts of quids too, and we want everybody to forward over here. So even down to that, bro. And they was founded in 1972. There's a load of investors that's involved with iHeartMedia, by the way. But Netflix, that's associated with iHeartMedia now, they're trying to take over, bro. You can see it. It's there to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know where it goes from here. Because all I know is YouTube, if I'm honest with you. When I think of Netflix, I just think of Netflix and chill. It sounds crazy, innit? Probably sounds immature, but that's how I feel. But if we're going to start having the big podcast shows on Netflix, fighting, boxing, Jake Paul, Joshua, Netflix, who knows where that goes? Who knows where that goes? You got Joe and Jada, Netflix. I'm seeing Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder starting their podcast. What, Netflix? Because it seems like what's going to start happening, there's going to be a lot of paper getting thrown around. And the question I want to know, yeah? So how do these UK content / podcasters get involved in all sorts of quids with this Netflix thing? Yeah, straight. We're hustlers too. You can't leave us out, bad man. It's crazy because the time's gonna forward when all these American brothers and acts and all that are gonna have to forward around the content space and the podcast space. It happens anyway. You get what I'm trying to say? But it's only gonna get more. I was gonna say something crazy, but it's only gonna become more. But yeah, is it possible that the UK podcasters and content creators can go into something like that? What do you lot think? Are we reaching? Am I reaching? Is it possible? We're allowed to dream? Or is that too far? Because everybody talking like podcasts are dead. You see Joe Budden talking about podcasts are dead. I don't agree with that personally, my opinion. I will still watch certain podcasts. I think they're very insightful. But I understand when I look at content creators that are daily. You look at Bouncer, 4 or 5 episodes a day. I'm only doing one. You look at Tanks. You look at Trap La Ross. I don't see Trap La Ross so, what's the word? He's not regular with his content, or am I wrong for that? He's not daily, is he? But he'll do something and it'll be crazy. He's based his thing on, documentaries and stuff like that. But yeah, content creators that are regular, I feel like more people are paying attention to that because everyone's got short attention spans. Our segments are like 10 minutes long, 20 minutes maybe. You can watch that and carry on with your day. A podcast, 4 hours, 3 hours, you're like, yo, you gotta be in the Nasium, headphones in, treadmill, whatever you're doing, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what do you lot think about that? Could podcasts be done? I don't believe so. And I wouldn't like that because I feel like all the people in a podcast space deserve to be there. They've put time and effort into their craft. They deserve to be there. If they're making money from it, they deserve that. Don't cut off their supply. Because that's one thing I know getting older, like, you start to respect people's work ethics and what they're doing. And everybody deserves to be paid. If they're putting in the work, they deserve to be paid, bro. That's my standpoint on it. So I hope that's not the case, but let me know in the comments. But yeah, Netflix are trying to rival YouTube. You've got Charlemagne the God signing crazy deals. I said it right, Charlemagne the God, yeah. Signing crazy deals. Joe Budden to looking to sign crazy deals. Who over in the UK can get these kind of deals? And why can't we get these kind of deals? Let me know why we can't. I know the obvious answer is what they're going to be, but is it possible? Because I'm looking around the UK and I see a lot of great podcasters, 90s Baby Show, and just at Chucky, you know, he's been, you know what I'm saying, Poet, and there's so many, like, I don't even want to forget people, but you know what I'm saying, though? We're here, man. Can we make that step as well? Let me know. But make sure you subscribe, man. You know what it is, man. It's not always controversial, like I said, and I don't, let me just say this. I understand that when things are controversial, the numbers do what they do, yeah? Which means revenue for myself, cool. But that's not the agenda, though. I'm looking long term, bro. I'm looking long term, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's how my mind works. So I'm cool to struggle through it and hustle through it until the time comes for me. Because I believe everybody's got their time. Everybody's got their day. And if it's not mine now, that's cool. I'll work towards it, bro. You know? Like I said, this is the beginning for me. I've only been here like 90-something days, or 100 days now, actually. I'm lying. 100-something days now. Imagine that. But been consistent, though. I ain't got no plans of changing that, so. Let me know what I need to do better. If I need to change anything. But make sure you're subscribed. You know where you're at. It's the landing. You never know what we might talk about.
Call me Saint Nick. Caesar with me too. Going ape shit. Gorillas in the zoo. We had to break shit.